Hey guys, what's going on? This is Spiguyver Backpacking. I'm Spiguyver. Thanks for joining me today. We are out, and I say we because I've got Dylan with me, and then, oh, we've got a furry friend and Rainman. We are out on the Butterfield hiking trail here in Devil's Den State Park, where we'll be doing as much as we can do. It's a 15-mile loop, and we're just gonna go have fun, see what we can see how the weekend treats us. Should be a beautiful weekend, so I'm really looking forward to it. How about you? Yeah? All right, let's do this. Let's go. So right now we are hiking along the Butterfield Trail. We're on the flat section in mile 2 before we start the climb. And it's been a little bit muddy, a little bit wet, but not nearly as bad as I was expecting given all of the rains that Oklahoma has seen. I mean, you can see over here, there's definitely some wetness, but it's not too bad. How are you guys doing back there?
Good.
So we're gonna keep going, but so Dylan is out with me, and he's got a new backpack. He's got a custom Zimmerbilt Quick Step that's sized just for him, and so he's trying that out this weekend. We'll let you know how that works out.
Down there here in a little bit. There's a really cool campsite right here.
So we're here at the cliff area. If you've watched the previous Butterfield Trail video that we did, there are these cliffs and then some really cool rock features down below. The cliffs are sandstone, and they've got a lot of like holes and stuff in them. I don't know if it's from the birds or just erosion, but it's really pretty cool. So I'm going to show you guys over the side. So if you look down this way, you can see the cliffs kind of that way. But then if you come up, you've got the cliff, and down below, you had Dylan hanging out right there for a minute. And then if you walk over this way, down here, you can really see where it goes. Pretty neat stuff down there. So we stopped real quick just to get a snack, take a little bit of a break. Dylan was starting to complain a little bit, so we're letting him rest a little bit. He's actually enjoying himself right now, trying to skip some rocks down at the river. So I'm gonna walk down there, take you guys down there and show you. But we're just here at this little campsite area. Just a good spot to stop.
Yeah. Well, I just kind of scared him up, but...
Yep.
Great little bird.
Right on.
Good car, masterwork.
I'll give you that. What was that, 2.5 minutes?
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's going on? So we are at camp. We've got camp set up. Rainman is over here. He's got his Darien with his operator series from Loco Libre. I am 180 out over here, also with my Darien, and I will be using my operator series as well. Both of us have brand new Dutchware Gear ASIM tarps, the really small ones. It's made from a single sheet. There's not even a seam down the middle. So they weigh in at like 3.2 ounces. Very lightweight. Haven't used them in a storm or any weather yet. But then for Dylan saw me set this up and really wanted to use it. This is the Z-Pax Duplex, and so he's in there with the Big Agnes. He's got a 4-inch Z something mummy pad. It's 4 inches thick though, so super luxurious. He's got the Jacks Are Better Shenandoah quilt with a Thermarest pillow in there, and he's got his iPad, so he's ready to go in there. And like I said, we are at camp. We've got a great setup right here. We've got the river right down here, and Dylan has been down there playing in the water since we got here, just enjoying it. We've been sipping on some margaritas as Rainman finishes his up. Another thing I've got out here today is another MSP Core. This is the Core 4 bioreactor, and I know the light's not great with that, but that thing is in full gasifier mode, and so tonight it's going to be fired up. And I've got the grill, and I'll show you guys later on what I'm doing with that. I've got another Heather's Choice meal. This is the chicken mole, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'm gonna mix up a little bit more margarita and sit right here. I've got the seat for Dylan, but we're enjoying the setup with the chairs. This is the Dutchware ASIM tarp, and as you can see, it is a minimalist tarp. From what I've found setting it up is if you set it up wider, it actually has better coverage. You can see here, it's got enough coverage that in a light storm I think I'd be okay. Much more than that and it would be questionable. For the pullouts, I've got the red, white, and blue system from Myers Tech. It's a cool system. You've got a little button here that you can put through there. So you can either leave this attached I actually leave the whole thing attached and then just run it down and put the loop over my stake. And then this here has a Beckett hitch, which anyone who knows my hammock system knows I like Beckett hitches. But it goes through here. It has a small 1-loop prusik that you can use to tension it, tighten it, and then you throw a Beckett hitch right there, and that locks it off, tightens it up. I've got it on a toggle system, and as you can see, there is no seam anywhere in here. So it is, if you look at it from this angle, it is one sheet of Dyneema, and then it's just hung at an angle with pullouts on the corners, and then of course on these corners are the pullouts for your suspension. I've got it on a continuous ridge line. I was using it on the all-in-one suspension, but that was putting it too high above the hammock, and what I want is I want it just like this, right up against the hammock, to provide the best amount of coverage I can possibly get.
15 minutes once it rehydrates.
Quite a flame coming out of there. Did you see that? Tonight for dinner, I was using the Core wood stove, and I threw the grill on top, and we made up some steaks, some fillets, some little fillet medallions, and they were pretty tasty. Now I've got some North sides going that I know Dylan likes, and then we've got the Heather's Choice chicken mole. So this is the one I had really been wanting to try, and it smells pretty good. I've tasted the spoon after stirring it up, and it's got a little bit of a kick, which is kind of nice, so something we're looking forward to. We had the Packy Gourmet happy hour. We've already had some margaritas. We've got more to go, but we've got a few more minutes on this, a few more minutes for that to sit, and then we'll get the second part of dinner, or third part of dinner going. We are definitely not going hungry while we're out here on this trip.
No.
No. All right, so we got the chicken mole made up. This is the Heather's. Here's what it looks like. What do you think of that?
It's good. It's a lot of mole. And it just, in my opinion, you could use some more rice or something to I mean, I love chicken mole, but that's a lot of mole.
I like it, actually.
I think it's good.
I really like it.
I think I could use some more rice or something for me. Or maybe just a smidge more water or something.
Well, and that could have been me.
Didn't exactly measure it.
I poured some in. It's close enough, right?
We're eating it.
It's got a zing to it. A little bit of a kick.
Good.
What am I eating right now?
Way better than the salmon.
What am I eating?
Sorry, Heather.
I do like that.
Show us what you're eating. What is it?
Stuff.
What is it?
It's noodle stuff.
Fettuccine Alfredo?
Yeah.
How is it?
Good. It's noodle stuff, by the way.
Okay. And there's his home for tonight. Well, good morning. Interesting night last night. About 3 a.m. Woke up to, well, let me back up. Any trip I take with Rainman probably should be prepared. But We both had checked the weather. Nothing was calling for anything above a single-digit chance of rain. So, no tarp was up. Woke up about 3 o'clock to rain hitting me. Then it was a mad dash, a scramble. All of us, we've got another guy here in camp with us that showed up last night. He didn't have his fly on his tent. Only one that was good was Dylan in the duplex. But as you can see above me now, I have a tarp set up because it got wet last night. Still a little bit of learning curve with this thing, but this little minimal coverage tarp actually worked out pretty well once I got it set up right and got everything adjusted good. But more to follow on that. Time for me to get up, try and get the wood stove going. Alright, so we're out here again, and again I have more coffees that we're going to be trying. So Justin Tidwell sent us some black powder coffee, both instant and some grinds that we'll have to brew up. But just to keep going with the instant theme, I've got 4 instants we're going to try out here today. I've got some water ready to go. I'll keep feeding the stove so that it doesn't go out. It's a wet morning. The wood was kind of wet, so it took a little bit of work to get this thing going. So I want to keep it going. I don't want to have to fight with it again. So we'll get that going. Let's get a cup of coffee ready. We're going to start with the Black Rifle Instant. Had a couple people that recommended this one, and Justin happened to send it over, so that was awesome. Stir. You got the cup ready to go? You want to let that one
cool off a little bit.
And Dylan back here has some hot chocolate to sample. He's got 2 different types of hot chocolate he'll be doing today. He's got the Land O'Lakes right now, the Supreme mix. Yeah, I'm going to pause this for a minute. I'll bring you guys back when this is cooled enough we can actually drink it. Okay, it's probably cool enough now. Got the fire going again so that the smoke isn't killing me.
Instant.
It is instant.
It is instant.
What does it even taste like?
Nothing. All it has is that upfront bitter instant coffee taste, and then the rest of it's just hot water. It's not good.
Yeah, I know a lot of people out there rave about the Black Rifle, and I'm sure the ground stuff, the brewed, we've got the pour over system, and we've got some of the ground stuff here. We'll try that, but this, sorry guys, no.
Mine's good.
But his hot chocolate's good. Alright, so the next one, this one is one that a lot of people have commented on, which is the Alpine Start. So we'll be giving this one a try. This one actually, it was Darwin did a review of a test of coffees, and of the instance he tested, this one came out on top. So hopeful with this one. We'll see. smoked out again. It's a little bit more smooth than the
It's smoother,
Black
it's
Rifle,
not,
but it's still not.
it doesn't have the flavor or anything
Not
that I
great.
like. They're in Black Rifle,
It
but
doesn't have that upfront bitterness quite as
As
bad
bad.
as the Black Rifle did, but still not one I want to.
it's a bland coffee in
Enjoy.
my opinion.
All right, let's see what's next. Okay, so while this coffee, the water is heating up, the Alpine Start did grow on me a little bit. I finished it, whereas the Black Rifle I poured out. The next two are among the best ones out there as far as the reviews throughout go. These ones are not your typical instants. These are known as specialty instant coffees. So you've got the Swift Cup coffee, which we tried a Brazilian one last time, and it was our favorite. This one is a Kenyan, and so that we were doing kind of a similar comparison in regions, because these are single origin coffees. Voila has created some as well, and this one is a Kenyan as well. So we're gonna do these two. I'm gonna start with the Swift Cup because we tried that one before. Not this specific one, and like I said before, they've got a bunch of different flavors, a bunch of different roasts, and they all do have very different notes and characteristics. Okay, so this is the Swift Cup Kenyan Nairi. We'll give this one a try. I mean, instantly,
Yeah.
it is so much better than those other instants.
It's got like a vanilla or a butter, or I mean, it's got a silky, smooth taste. It's something, I don't know, like it's got a vanilla butter taste. It's good.
I taste like a maybe grapefruit, some floral notes.
There's some floral, yeah. I can get that.
It's really good.
Good.
Dylan is ready for his second cup of hot chocolate. This time he's going Swiss Miss. So we'll get his review on this.
That's pretty good.
Put your cup down here so I can see it. Put it down. Yep, that's what happens. Alright, I got the stove pumping out some flames again, so we got water that's good to go. I've got the Voila, which is that one right there. The Kenyan, it's from King State. It's the Gachigaro AA. So we'll
Come over here.
give this one a go.
This hot chocolate is better than the other one.
So Dylan's assessment is the Swiss Miss trumps the Land O'Lakes in the hot chocolate challenge.
I like that. It's more robust than this.
It is. It's not as bright as the Swift Cup. The Swift Cup was kind of in your face with brightness. That floral or grapefruity that I had up front was really strong. This one is smooth and
Smooth, it's complex, it's robust, it's got some good flavors to it. It's no instant taste to it whatsoever.
so actually, one of the cool things about this is it actually has what flavors you should be tasting on there. It says green apple, currants, and raw sugar. And actually, as soon as I read green apple, I don't even have it in my mouth. I can taste it.
I see it. Which is weird though, because it's not got a, like you said, it's not light and citrusy. It's definitely, it's like a, like an evil green apple. It's dark.
See on the dark side?
But still, like worlds above
Oh.
those others that we've
This
tried.
may be my favorite one so far, honestly. It's pretty good.
Now I will warn you guys, this is one of the more expensive ones. They come in packs of 5, and it's $16 for that pack of 5. At least I got the King State sampler, so it's 5 of the King State, I guess, roasters, 5 of their samplings, and so $16. So a little over $3 a cup. But it is good. So I've gotten a lot of comments on people saying, well, you know, instant coffee is just no good. You guys should be doing pour over or French press or something out on the trail. So I've got my GSI Ultralight Java Drip somewhere in my bag. I'll get it out. And we've got 2 of the, what are those? Black powder. 2 of the black powder grinds. We'll try a little pour over there and see how those compare to these top of the line instants. See if there really is that big a difference between the brewed and the instant, now that we found some pretty
Pretty good
legit
Yeah.
instants. Okay, so I've got the GSI Ultralight Java Drip. It just clips onto my GSI mug. It's got these 3 legs, clips on. Put the grinds right in there, so there's no carrying a paper filter or anything. Heat the water up, and once it's heated, just go ahead and pour it over. Try and wet all the grounds. Let it do its thing. You can see this gasifier stove is really kicking right now. When it gets going, it really gets going, but it does burn through the fuel pretty quick. Now, I didn't measure the grounds out, so I don't know if this was enough for a cup, enough for 2 cups. We're going to do 1 cup and
Roll with
split it and call it good. So this is Black Rifle Coffee's Caffeine and Hate. I really like the name. Caffeine and Hate. Sounds
Describes him in the morning.
delicious. Yeah, it does. Describes me in the mornings to a T. Not a morning person. Therefore, coffee and good coffee is essential. So the rough part about doing a pour over is, what do you do with the grounds? So in some areas you're going to have to pack them out, which means getting them out of there. This Java Drip actually cleans out. If you pour it upside down, or turn it upside down after you get the grounds out, and just pour some water over it like you're doing a pour over from this side, it cleans up really, really well, really easily. But what are you doing with the grounds? Now, they are biodegradable. You could do a cat hole, bury them. You could just sling them out in the woods. Use some discretion. Know the area that you're in, what you can get away with, what you can't. I'm gonna give this a little squeeze, get the good stuff out of there.
Is that tea?
Pour this off.
Is that tea? Or coffee?
Coffee. So here we have a freshly brewed cup of coffee. It's probably a little on the hot side.
Better than the instant version of it.
Yeah, but still not.
It's still bland.
It's still not as good as the
It's not
2 instants. I honestly wasn't expecting that. I was expecting this to be
better. And
it have a complexity or a smoothness that
yeah, and
that the
it's
instants couldn't
not
get.
bad. It just doesn't have any complexity to it all. Like you said, it's just a very bland, featureless coffee.
Yeah. Oh, we've got another one we can try.
Yeah.
Might as well try it.
Might as well try it.
Alright, so we've got the next one in here. This is Silencer Smooth. This is a light blend. The last one was a medium blend. I had like hints of smoky burnt in that caffeine and hate, and I wanted to love it, didn't. So we're gonna give this one a try.
It's so sweet, huh?
If it's lighter than that last one, not much, because the last one had no flavor. But actual coffee people that I know don't have a lot of love for the black, you know.
I like it better than the other one.
Yeah. It at least has some flavors to it. It makes you think for a second. It's
So just as a qualifier, for me, I like good coffee. I like really good coffee. Every morning I grind the beans and I use a French press and do 1 cup at a time in my French press. I've got beans that are flown in from a roaster that I really like in South Carolina, and so I'm a little bit picky, and this just wouldn't do it for me.
I like super dark coffee. The more it slaps me, the better. So this isn't bad. I mean, it's definitely not bad at all.
No,
it's
better than any of the
oh yeah
instance other than
the Viola, the Waka, the Swift.
There's the top 3 or 4 that we've had that kind of stand out.
I would take over this.
I would do.
Yeah,
like those two.
and
the
especially
two,
once you add in the fact you got to carry, you know, bigger, heavier grounds and the pour over.
and then what do you do with the grind?
Right, and all that. Yeah,
clean up.
Definitely going to the instance over that.
The instant is quicker, and it's instant. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. Not like the Folgers. It's not getting poured out.
No.
Good morning. We are back on the trail, Butterfield hiking trail, Devil's Den State Park, day 2. Finished up coffee testing this morning, a little bit of hot chocolate cocoa testing. Did some breakfast. It was the Heather's Choice blueberry. The breakfasts have been good. They've got a lot of flavor. I did the apple pie or apple cinnamon and then the blueberry one this time. But they're big. They're big and they're dense. And they're a little bit more than 1 and maybe even 2 people. Dylan and I couldn't even finish that one. So that's something to think about there, is maybe splitting it out into 2 or 3 smaller portions and getting more bang for your buck there. I think that would be sufficient for a good breakfast. Like I said, the storms rolled through last night. Not really storms. Rain showers rolled through and woke us up at 3 a.m. so that we had to get everything going. But we were talking this morning. Dylan was talking about trail names, and he was trying to give himself a trail name, and we all know that's not how that works. So we were talking, and Dylan now has a trail name. What's his trail name?
Jabberjaw.
Jabberjaw. Why does that fit?
It was a cartoon from when I was younger that I liked. It was a cartoon shark on Saturday mornings, and Dylan is definitely Jabberjaw. I know his life story already. We just met yesterday.
Yeah, he does like to talk. He likes to talk to adults, so there it is.
Why don't I like to talk to kids, huh? Yes, I do.
Okay, so he does. But it's Jabberjaws now, so down the trail we go. guys, so we are headed out. We've got about 1.5 miles still to go downhill, and then we'll hit the river and some really cool areas down there. I just wanted to say how impressed I've been with the way that Dylan's handled the trail. We are, when you consider all the reroutes that we've had because of down trees and everything else, we're over 15 miles already. It'll probably be close to 17 miles that he logs for this weekend, which beats his last best by 7 miles. 10 is the most he's done on a trip with me, so this is awesome. And he's been carrying his own stuff. He has the Z-Packs duplex, the poles for it, the stakes. He has his sleeping pad, his sleeping bag, his pillow, his iPad, his mug, and then some of the food. So he's actually carried, he's done his own, he's held his own, and that's been awesome. This, in our opinion, is the nicest spot on this entire trail. The problem is where it lies. It's only about 1 mile into the trail if you're going counterclockwise, and it's about 14 miles in if you're going clockwise. But I'm gonna go over to where they're standing just to show you guys what's over there. Here's the view from the campsite looking down. Amazing swimming hole. Little area with rocks on the other side you can get to. Let's head down there. So here is the area.
So your freestanding tent right over there?
Oh yeah.
You know what that'd be? That'd be an adventure. Good old dragonfly. I'll just save it for the car video.
We are just now wrapping it up. 15 miles in the books. Butterfield hiking trail is done. Dylan did an awesome job. Really proud of him. Anything you want to say, Dylan?
My feet are sore.
Well, he did awesome. And I thank you guys for coming along. I will see you guys down the trail.